God damn, I was not expecting this, honestly. For those who have read the title or already know about this, The Witcher is getting its own Netflix television series, and damn it, I'm excited as hell for that. Witcher is definitely one of my favorite video game series of all time. Honestly, it's one of my favorite like fiction-based stories of all time, with the inclusion of the short books and the novels and stuff like that. But just to give a little information before we gush out completely. This Netflix series will be based off of the main books from The Witcher, which is The Blood of Elves, Time of Contempt, Baptism of Fire, The Tower of Swallows, and Lady of the Lake. Now, this doesn't cover all of the novels that have been published so far, because there are 2 short stories that I will talk about in a little bit, and that is The Last Wish and Sword of Destiny. So I'm honestly surprised, but seeing as how popular The Witcher is in Poland and how well it did here in the States, especially with The Witcher 3 winning, I believe, over 80-something awards in general, and having its DLC, I believe, get Best RPG of 2016 or 2015 or something like that. You know your game is on a high regard, and that's like the standard of RPGs when your DLC can beat out full released games. That's an achievement on its own. But to talk about the television series, it will be covering I believe 5 out of the 7 novels that have been published so far, and these novels, I believe, take place before the first Witcher game, because the games aren't necessarily canon to the books. They're just an extended universe of those books. My main concern is that the first 2 books, or sorry, the first 2 short stories, The Last Wish and Sword of Destiny, will not be included in this television series, and that concerns me because one of the game's most prominent members or prominent characters of the series, Yennefer, may not be in this television series, which is going to be very concerning because she plays a big role in not only The Last Wish, where she's first introduced, but later on, especially in The Witcher 3, and I believe in The Witcher 2 as well. She is a main character for a reason, and her complex relationship with Geralt and some of the other members of the Witcher series, it's kind of hard to ignore that. And I hope they don't fuck up her introduction, if they do introduce her, and fuck up her complex relationship with Geralt, because that's one of the things that helps define Geralt of who he is and how he acts and how he interacts with other people, is because of the love-hate relationship that Yennefer and Geralt share. So I really, really hope that they nail that, or at least if they reference it, it's not like a one and done type thing. They actually give a proper backstory between that. So I don't know, it's definitely something that I'm concerned about, but it's definitely not gonna stop me from watching the series. Another concern that I have, and this one's kind of like nitpicking, is the novels don't introduce a lot of the monsters that you see until you play the game. So I'm worried that the monsters that they do show, and of course they can always change this later, will not be as many as you think they would have been, especially if you played the games and read the novels. But my hope for that is that the monsters that they do have, if it's small, the CGI will be amazing, and they spend the extra budget and time to really craft those monsters, and just to give a visual representation of what those monsters would actually look like if you were staring it in the face. Because I would rather have, you know, a short, diverse list of monsters that look amazing with the CGI, minus like a shit ton of monsters with like mediocre to subpar CGI. But that's just me. Regardless, I am super excited about this. I will definitely be watching it. I may do reviews for each episode. That's something I've never done with television before, but I can't resist. It's The Witcher. Like, I've played The Witcher 2 countless times. I've beat The Witcher 3 in the DLC, which, again, phenomenal games. Please go pick them up if you haven't played them. And I've read through at least 4 of the 7 novels so far, so I'm really excited to see this, and I hope you guys are too. I hope you give it the chance and the time it deserves, because I can't harp how much I love this game. I'm almost running out of breath by the plentiful things I just want to say about this, but we're going to hold it back for now. Please go check this out. I will leave the links in the description for more information. If you want, I will leave links about the books if you want to go buy them, or the games if you want to go pick them up, but definitely at least give it a shot. I will catch you guys in the next video.